Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to Gashi's Kaman TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. One thing that is very clear is that Kenyans are usually very, very bitter with Raila Amolo Odinga. Though few people do not talk about it, if you interrogate majority of people, the youth especially, they are usually very, very bitter with Raila Amolo Odinga. And there are three reasons why they are usually very bitter with Raila Amolo Odinga. I want us to look at those three things and see if Raila will ever recover or Raila will ever capture the imagination of this nation like he used to have. I doubt if Raila Amolo Odinga can command the following that he commanded in the last general election or in 2007. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen, from where you sit? Do you think Raila Amolo Odinga can capture the high number of votes that he captured as the situation stands now? There are three things that make Kenyans very bitter with Raila Amolo Odinga. Number one is that he deflated the Gen Z movement. He stopped the Gen Z movement. When the Gen Zs were about to achieve their goal, Raila Amolo Odinga interfered and stopped them completely. That is one of the most, one of the reasons why, especially the Gen Z and Kenyans, are usually very, very bitter with Raila Amolo Odinga. The second reason why Kenyans are usually very bitter with Raila Amolo Odinga is because, according to them, Raila joined the oppressor. Raila joined William Samoei Ruto's government when the Gen Zs lost their lives. A number of them lost their lives. He joined the oppressor when Kenyans are being abducted. He joined the oppressor when Kenyans were suffering. He decided to join William Samoei Ruto in the dining table. And number three, and this is where majority of Kenyans fall, is a feeling of betrayal. Raila Odinga betrayed his followers. He betrayed his supporters. In fact, majority of people who voted for Raila Amolo Odinga today are usually very, very bitter. Today, if you ask them, they say, me, I cannot vote for Baba. I've been voting for him, but now I cannot vote for him. And they are here even in the comment section. And you can write if you are here. There are those who have been supporting Raila Amolo Odinga all the way from 1997 when he started contesting for the presidency. And today, I don't think they can forgive him. That is why they are usually very, very bitter. Now the big question is, we have seen the bitterness. Can Raila win back the support of his people? Can he win the minds and the souls of his followers? Can he win the Gen Z back into his fold? I look at Nairobi. Today, Raila is not as popular as he used to be in Nairobi. I think even Gachagua is more popular in Nairobi than Raila Amolo Odinga. I think Raila support base in Nairobi is dwindling very fast. And you see Nairobi, the way people are saying Nairobi is reflected in many other parts of the country. You know, previously, Raila would control the capital city of Nairobi, Kisumu city, Mombasa city, Nakuru, though not many votes from Nakuru, but he had sizable number of followers also in Nakuru. The issue of age is also not on either side. The fact that he is now an octogenarian can only mean that people would not actually vote for him, and people feel that he need to rest. What do you think, ladies and gentlemen? Because that's a feeling. That's not my feeling, but the feeling of majority of Kenyans that Raila need to rest. He has played his part. He fought for the constitution. He fought for the second liberation. He fought for devolution. And now, it is the time for the other people to continue from where he stopped. And that is why Gen Z were telling him not to come out, not to interfere with their demonstrations and their struggle. The other reason is that he has lost the trust of Kenyans. Many people don't trust Raila now. In fact, Kalonzo is the most trusted politician in Kenya today. An opinion poll was carried out, and I think the results were released the day before yesterday. And among the most trusted politicians is Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Raila, and although he was ahead of William Samoei Ruto, I think getting something like 16% for Raila is something that we are not expecting. Well, Kalonzo was hitting almost 50%, and William Samoei Ruto 10%. So you see, trust is very, very important when it comes to people now following you. I think there is also the feeling of people like Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. I think Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka can never ever support Raila Amolo Odinga. And I think there's no way Kalonzo can be able to convince his community. Kalonzo has sizable support. Wiper cannot be ignored in this country. And I think Kalonzo Musyoka cannot convince Wiper members to support Raila Amolo Odinga. That's why I'm saying, even Kalonzo himself cannot support Raila Amolo Odinga. He cannot actually be his running mate. He can't. And that's why Kalonzo is looking forward for the support of Raila Amolo Odinga. The fact that Raila Amolo Odinga seems to be now supporting William Samoei Ruto, and the fact that he feels that Kalonzo cannot make a good leader, and that's why he went for William Samoei Ruto, then this is something that is not auguring well with, especially the people of the Lower Eastern. There is also the emergence of young leaders like Sifuna, who are coming up very well. Edwin Sifuna, the Nairobi senator. There is Babu Owino, they are coming out very well. And you cannot ignore people like Muraki Basso. And with the time, many young leaders are going to emerge. And last but not least, the fact that Raila actually joined William Samoei Ruto to impeach Gachagua is something that to make Kenyans never ever to trust him. Do you think Kikuyus will ever trust Raila Amolo Odinga? You know, truth is said, Raila got almost 1 million from the Kikuyus in the last January elections. Almost 1 million. Because he got 0.8 something. Now, he led the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. He joined hard with William Samoei Ruto. So that's why I'm saying it will be very, very difficult for Raila Amolo Odinga to get the support or the same number of votes that he garnered in 2022. In fact, Raila would be lucky to get 5 million. He would be lucky. Because many people are saying Raila and Ruto should be on the same side of history. And they should be allowed to thrive politically. And they should be allowed to play their game plan. That is my take, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what you think. I could be right, I could be wrong. Here we come to discuss, we share opinions. Please let me know what you think about Raila Amolo Odinga's current situation. Bye-bye.